Hi everyone, my name is Jeroen and I'm CEO and co-founder of Teamleader, and I've started the company 4 years ago, and we are based in Ghent. So what we do actually is we combine CRM, project planning and invoicing. So imagine that you are an SME and you are in services, then this could be your workflow where you have leads to manage, a sales pipeline. You convert a quote into a project, you have tasks, you ask time registration to your teammates, and you convert those timesheets into an invoice. That's exactly what we can offer to our clients. Why? First of all, what we see is that a lot of SMEs in Europe are using no software at the moment. It's still 40–50% of all leads, still after 4 years. A second group is using single tools next to each other. They have something for CRM, something for project planning, but it's not integrated. And then a third group is using all-in-one tools, but it's not optimized for an SME. It's simply too expensive and too complicated. And that's why we provide them a solution for their workflow. Now, why? If you start a company, you do that because you have a passion. And we want people to focus on what matters most for them by building better relationships, organizing their business, and collaborate with their teammates. So that's why we offer them an intelligent, intuitive, affordable solution. Now, I hope that you all know this slide. Actually, I found it on the website of David Skok. And for Teamleader, it took us like 2 years to find the right product market fit. So we started in Belgium with 3 guys immediately after university. And for 2 years, we were looking for a product market fit without loans, without funding, just searching for that product market fit. And then after 2 years, we raised our first funding round of 1 million euros. And that was really the time to find a repeatable and scalable sales model. And then exactly 1 year later, we did another funding round of 2.5 million euros. And that was really for us the start to scale out in Europe. So if you have a look at our timeline, it looks like this. So like I told you, started in Belgium for 2 years, product market fit. Our first office abroad was in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. And then we set up an office in Germany in September 2015. And then since April this year, we also have an office in Spain, France, and Italy. So right now, after 4 years, we are active in 6 markets, and we work with more than 100 people, and we have more than 5,000 SMEs in Europe that are using our solution. Now, it all started with 3 people, with a small team, like a lot of you guys. But really, finding a product market fit is one thing, but the second thing that is really important is attracting the right people, attracting the talent for your company. So if you not succeed in finding the right people for your company, that's really a struggle that you will find in the second phase for your company. Here you see some pictures of the people in our company. We invest a lot in culture. We have great programs in place. For example, everyone in our company has a personal budget of 3,000 euros, which they can use to travel around to different offices that we have in Europe, so that we are sure that in every office where we are active, the same culture is in place. This is the last picture that we had from 2 months ago. Now, finding a product market fit is one thing. Finding a cool team and a great team is also important. But also for us, it was very important to find like a scalable sales process. We worked like 1 year to finding the right process in our company. To give you an idea, we have a central marketing team that is providing content to the local countries. We have local marketeers that do the demand generation. Then we have an inside sales team for the qualification. Sales that do the closing, and then we have a customer success team for the onboarding, for the retention, and for the upsell. We worked so hard on this process, and we are quite proud on the results. I can tell you that from a lead to a customer, so from a free trial to a customer, we can do that in less than 30 days at conversion rates between 20 and 25%. So if you really want to scale out of in a SaaS business, it's really, really important to find a scalable sales process which works. We are scaling in Europe. 7 lessons that I've learned. First thing, administration is slow, very slow. Every time that we want to go to another country, we have to set up a legal entity, stuff like that. It takes you a lot of time and effort. It's not easy, but for us it's really important because we have that multi-local approach. As you know, like a German company wants to buy from a German supplier, so we act like a German company. So for us it's really, really important, but administration is slow. It's not easy to scale in Europe. The second thing is nobody is waiting for you. We've started in Belgium, and now people know us, but if we go to a new country, no one knows us and no one is waiting for us. So what you see is that every time again we have to go through the same process. Finding the product market fit in a new country, finding the right channels to set up that scalable model, and then finally try to scale. Third lesson, find your perfect match. It's always important to find the right talents. Really, always. Sometimes you have the idea, all right, now I have a great team and I'm ready for the next phase, but before you know it, you need a new talent to help you for the phase that will follow. And it gets more difficult over time, to be honest. Fourth lesson, offer what people need. That's about the product market fit. Make sure you can have like a solution for a problem, but that's not the same as a product market fit. So make sure that if you sell something, that it's really what people need. Lesson 5, watch out for isolated islands. Get everyone involved. So we have 6 offices. So it's not so easy to get everyone involved and make sure that everyone is aligned with our vision and mission and processes. So I told you that people can travel around between the different offices. We also have a lot of other initiatives, like every week on Friday, we set up a virtual call, we have a look at the targets, where we are, we discuss the new hires, three people in the company can give a presentation. So that's exactly what we do to make sure that everyone is involved. A second lesson is then know the market, and this is more for us. If you also have a multi-local approach, it's important. Make sure that you localize in Europe for every 1,000 kilometers. You have like different rules in VHT and stuff like that. Be aware, it's not because you have a product that works in one country that it works in another one. Localization is really, really important in Europe. And then lesson 7, I'm from Belgium. It's really a small country, but the good thing is that we speak 3 languages there. And it's a complicated country, so if you succeed in Belgium, it's quite easy to go to other markets, and those markets are even bigger than our home market. So that's a great opportunity for us. So like I told you, we now have an office in the Netherlands, in France, in Germany, Spain, and Italy. And that's for us the opportunity to scale. It was great to find a product market fit in our home market, but scaling is really, therefore we need larger markets. And therefore, we are active now in those 6 markets. All right, if you want to contact me, you can send me a message or you can send me an email. Thank you very much.
Congratulations for the latest round. A quick question, now that you have 10 million, you back 10 million, what's your perspective on the US?
Well, right now we are focusing on Europe. There are 22 million SMEs in Europe. 99% are SMEs. 93% has less than 10 employees in Europe. So really micro SMEs. So for us, the focus right now for the upcoming 2 years is Europe. We are now active in 6 markets, but there are 28 markets. So we are not focusing on the US for the moment.
So, I mean, you had a couple of really good things in there on team, on culture. So, I mean, you've come a long way, and it looks like you've figured out a couple of very important things already. But now with the 10 million in the bank and the road ahead, what do you think will be the biggest challenge to bring this to like a very, very large SaaS company?
Yeah, so I think some typical things for a SaaS business. First of all, finding new lead sources, because that's always a challenge. You start with Google AdWords and it works, but then after time you need a new channel and a new channel. And if you're generating a lot of leads like we are doing, it's difficult to find always that next channel. And most of the times the cost per lead is more expensive and it's harder to find, so that's a challenge. Second thing is, again, talent. Finding more talent that can join us. It's really a really important challenge. A third thing is then, it's great that we are active in 6 markets, but we still have to scale in those markets. So in general, that's a challenge. We really have to prove that we are able to do that. And then a fourth thing is then, how can I say it? Because you are focusing so much on scaling and on growing, sometimes what you see is that in our company they try to set up processes that are not around the customer but around the company. And I'm really, really customer centric, so I really try to avoid that.
So can you share with us what kind of MRR do you need to have to raise a 10 million round?
Well, it's a good question, of course. For us, Teamleader is now on a run rate of 5 million euros ARR. So that was the size that we were to raise a 10 million fund.
Can you share the name of the investors that did this?
Yeah, of course. So actually, the first 2 rounds of 1 million and 2.5 million euros was led by Belgium VC, Fortino. He did also 50% in our new round, and the other 50% is from a new fund, Sage Technologies. They are new on the market, and yeah, but great guys. One of them is that's on our board is an engineer. He had three times a company in the Valley. Last company sold for more than $300 million. So yeah, great experience for us. That's on our board now.
All right, and thank you very much, Jeroen from Teamleader. Big round of applause.